and I have a source which is coming in this text file. The text file contains the data is like this. Okay, like there are a couple of columns are there, and there are invalid data also is coming inside that text file. So I want to validate all the columns, and the proper data and the correct data only I need to load into the target, and the invalid data I want to load into the error table. So the error table, how, what is the structure is, the structure of error table is, this is the structure: sequence number, column name, column value, only three things. So the data how I needed is, wherever the column, which column is the problem, that column name I want to capture, and which sequence number, which row it is having the issue, and what is the value. So that value also I need to capture. So let's take an example here. In the first sequence, if you can see here, 13 13 2011 2001, which is not correct data. So its date is not a correct one. So this is belongs to DOB, date of birth. So the error table how I need to load is 1, and the column name is DOB, and the column value is 13 13 2001. The same way here it is. And if you can see one more same in the same record, date of joining, so that is also 13 13 2006. That is also I want to capture in this manner: 1 dog 13 13 2006. And same way, if you can see in the second record, the second records looks everything good. Okay, so this record I want to load into the exact customer information table. So this is the table I want to load it, because everything looks good and all validation is passed. Then only I want to load the data into the customer info table. And if you can see the third one, so there is a lost column, lost value 824 ABC. So this is belongs to customer balance. So customer balance never ever be the character information. So that is an invalid data. So this information I need to capture into the error log table. How I need to capture is, let's see, like this: customer balance and 824 ABC, and which record it is, third record. If you can see here, this is the third record. The same way fourth record, this starting itself having the issue, which is the column is belongs to, is a customer ID. Customer ID is came as 10 TR, so which is invalid. So this information I need to capture into the error log table. How it is: customer ID, cust underscore ID, and 10 TR, this one. So this is how I need to load the data into the error log table, as well as the main table called customer info table. So let's do the mapping to fulfill this requirement. So I need to take this flat file as a source. So I need to import it first. Okay, just import into the repository. Already I done it. I'm doing it. Sources, import from file, all the files. Customer info table is a flat file, and then import field name from first line. Yes, is a delimiter. Next is a comma separated. Fine. And then next. Okay, as this is a delimiter flat file, always giving text, text, each and every column defining in the text, that's meaning is string information. Okay, is the best. Okay, and same time don't rely on this data, because this is one digit data. So here it will give one digit, but always when it is a delimiter, give more data type. Okay, data type length should be more. And this customer ID, it is a 4, is still it is a numeric is given. I will make this as string. 10 I'm making. And customer name something is a 5, but I will put 10. And date of birth, again this is I will make it a 20. And customer address, again 20. And date of joining, again 20. And customer balance, again this is 20. So everything I done, finish. So already it is there, so I'm replacing it. So I just replaced it. So declare each and every column in the string format, because even though there is a invalid data, if you declare original data type, if the data is invalid, it won't take it. Okay, it may reject the data. So that is the reason what I done before itself, starting itself, I declared each and every column as a string. Okay, and the same way, save. The same way, I just imported the error log table and customer info table. This is the customer info table and the error log table. Okay, so source and targets are ready now. So let's go ahead and do the mapping. Give the mapping name, appropriate name, m underscore data validation. Okay, and then take the source, customer info is the source. At a time, take it up the targets also. So customer info is the target, and then error log. Where is the error log? Here it is. Here is the error log. I brought it, so I can minimize. I can uncheck this, and down one also I will do that, so that I will get some space to design my mapping. So these data types are original data types. If you can see here, sequence number is the number, customer ID is the number, customer name is the some varchar2, date of birth is the date, customer address is varchar2, customer date of joining is some date, and customer balance is number p comma s. This is 12,2. I declared it when I was creating the table. Okay, and now first thing what you need to do, you need to do the validations. Okay, if the data is correct, then you need to convert it. If data is incorrect, then you need to assign some default value, so that with that default value you can filter later. Okay, let's go ahead and see how we can do that. Now minimize the source qualifier. So first one, customer ID is the main. Okay, so let's validate customer ID. Let's write the code for customer ID. So this is output customer ID, and then this is original data type. You need to convert it. If the validation done, then the conversion also need to take place. Okay, this is the integer and this is only output. So this is one, and how you can check the validation. And now whatever is coming from the customer ID, you don't know whether it is an integer or not. First you need to validate it. Correct? So the validation, how you will do? There are two ways. One is number function you can use, or else upper customer ID and lower customer ID, if both are same. This meaning is, if it is an integer, upper integer and lower integer both will be same, right? If it is a character information, upper may be different and lower may be different, both not equal. So you will get it. So I will use upper one. Okay, if what I will write, upper of this port number, whatever the input is coming, this is equal to lower of customer ID. Okay, if upper lower customer ID and lower customer ID equal, then only, that's meaning when it is the integer. So if you want one more validation, you can do that, and is number of one more function also is there. So if you want, you can do, or else you can eliminate also, not a problem. But double check is not a wrong, so you can do that. So is number function, I am using it, is number of customer ID. So then only, so when upper and lower both are same and that is a number, then only what I needed, I want to convert it to integer, of customer ID. Else what I needed, else, because I can give big name. okay, end name, but giving the end value is a number, okay, 999 is something, but some point of time that may reach, right? Some point of time that may reach. Okay, so that is the reason what I will do. I will give the 0, okay, and then let's validate it, same thing. Yes, it's validated because customer id never ever be 0, correct, right? So that's the reason I given one default value. So now it is fulfilled, this customer id completed. If the record is the this whatever the value is coming from the customer id, that is an integer is there, then it will convert into the integer. If not, then 0 will get it. So wherever this o underscore customer id is getting 0, that's meaning is that is the that's value is some issue is there with the value, whatever the value is coming from source. So that is a wrong value. Okay, and then same way, date of birth, try to put output DOB, date of birth. What is this? Date. Original data type is date. This is also how you need to do. You need to check with the, there is a function called isDate. Yeah, this is the one. IsDate of whatever the coming column, input column, and which format is there, that is you need to mention m1 just go ahead and see the data, which format is getting mm/dd/yy. So same way, hyphen dd-yy. So if this is correct, okay, that is the validation. If this is correct, that's meaning IIF. If this is correct, then only do the conversion to date of DOB. So it will convert it mm/dd/yy. Directly if you do the to date function without checking whether this is a date or not, what will happen? If any invalid date coming, okay, it will fail, okay, expression will fail. So that is the reason, first do the check whether it is a date format is there. Once it is date format is there, then only do the conversion. If that's not the date conversion, whatever the coming, then what you need to do, give one default value. Default value mean I will give high date. High date mean 12 31 9999 9999 year, and the format I need to mention. That's it, right? Close, complete. So let's validate it. Yes, expression pass successfully, good. And same thing, copy paste it, because again same thing you are trying to do in another one more column, this column. So make it a o_eoj, declare this as date and time, and this is just an output, copy paste, but wherever DOB is there, change it to DOJ. Check the spell mistake, okay, if the column should be as it is, exact name should be there. So done, validate, correct, and then fine. So till date of joining is completed. Now the main important thing is customer balance. This is the main important stuff. So how to validate this customer balance column? Let's make first, and this is the data type is decimal. 12,2 I'm declaring, and this is output port. So there is two methodologies, two ways. Okay, if for example just a number came like 2450, so no decimal points, but still that is a valid. And sometimes if decimal points also come like 2450.50 paise, that is also validated. So the dot also will play a lot of role over here. So first thing what I'm doing is whether the dot is present or not, I will check it up. Okay, how to check is, if in string of, what is the column name, customer balance, comma, single quote, dot this. So with this I will get the value that is equal to 0. Okay, this meaning is there is no dot present. Okay, decimal is not there in that particular value, and in that scenario that should be is number, correct, is number of customer balance. This should be satisfies. So if there is no decimal, then that should be a is number. Okay, if you convert it, that should be a number, and this is need to satisfy. Or for example, there is a dot is there. Okay, at that time what you will do? So even you need to check this. Okay, how? In string customer balance, inside this dot is not equal to 0. Okay, not equal to 0. So you don't know which position it is. Okay, from starting. So that is the reason. If not equal to 0 mean that decimal is presented, and if in that way remove the decimal and then try to convert, is that number or not. Okay, so this meaning is, and is number of, you are checking it, replacing, there is a one more function called replace character. Replace character starting you need to give 0, that is for case sensitive, and then whatever the column you want to, in which column you want to replace, and then for what is the value you are checking in that, single quotes, dot, single quotes, this is a value, and which value you want to replace it. I think again comma, I'm giving single quotes 2. Okay, one single quote and one more single quote, so I'm not giving any value. So what will happen, it will check the no, decimal, and it will replace with the null. That's all. Okay, just it will replace it, nothing will happen. Okay, I just done it. So then only, okay, is number is then only what I need to do, if this is satisfies, then only I want to convert that particular column into decimal, this column to 2. This is how I need to do that. Or else, again comma, or else what I need to do, I need to declare some default value to, or else I can say this directly 0, I can specify it out, not a problem. Okay, but 0 value will be balance will be there some of the times, so better we can give 1 or 2 or some high value, some individual value. So what value will give it, just for our understanding, 2 decimal, I will give 9999. Okay, some 5 nines I will give it a single quotes, and 2 I will give, or 999 giving also is not a problem, you can give it out. Okay, so anything, okay, fine, and finally close the bracket, and let's see whatever you written is correct or not. So in string customer balance is equal to 0, and is, that is the number. Okay, from this extent to this extent, one stuff. Okay, or in string customer balance not equal to 0, and is number of replace character. Okay, this is equal to 0, then only 2 decimal and this. Okay, let's validate whether it is valid or not. So still is giving little bit error message. So most of the times the parenthesis will give you the problem. So let's check where is the issue with the parenthesis. So here it is started, here it is ended, or again here it is started in string. Here one more thing you need to give, correct, and then valid. Now it's valid perfectly. So say okay, done. You got this point, right? What I'm doing, I'm just checking first time whether the decimal is present. If decimal is not present, that should be a number, or if the decimal is present, removing the decimal should be number. So then only I'm converting, and apart from that else statement, I'm giving one hard coding one value, and then let's give router. This is the router. So in this router, pass all the columns. So wherever the default value you have supplied it, okay, so what is this value? Here you have supplied 0, you have supplied it, and what is the value you have supplied here? Maximum date. So that is 12/31/999. Here also 12/31/999. Okay, and here 5 nines, 99999. So wherever these defaults value are getting, those records are error records, correct, right? So first let me declare a group called invalid, and in invalid what I'm going to write it is wherever this out customer ID equal to 0 or date of birth equal to, so whenever you are equal or comparing the date, try to give in this manner to date. So what is the value should be? 12/31/9999. Okay, so whatever the format you are giving, same format you need to declare. Okay, mm/dd/yyyy. Okay, so same thing, copy paste. So only the changes DOB in place of DOJ, and finally end or order the customer balance equal to 99999. That's all, correct, right? So validate it, done. So whatever the records are coming from in this group, all are invalid records. So first separate valid records, and then we'll work on invalid record, because there is a format change. I need column name also. For that I need to work on some other stuff. So first thing, invalid valid records, these are the sequence. So which column I need to connect it? So customer number, sequence number I will connect it, not a problem. And then customer ID, okay, customer ID here as a string format I'm getting. Here after conversion I'm getting the exact correct value. So this is I need to connect it here. So customer name, and then DOB, and then customer address, and then customer DOJ, and finally this is the customer. So this is after conversion. Okay, I'm loading the data into the proper table. So now 50% of the task has been completed. So now main important thing is you need to populate this column name. How to do that? So before whatever the validation you done, you have to do one more time, but this time what you will do, instead of declaring the original data type, every column you will declare as string only. So in the value of default value, you will hard code the column name. Okay, so how we will do in this, you will declare the string, and whatever the values here is saying, so here no need to conversion, Okay, no need of any conversion. Just what you will do, you will bring directly as it is, whatever the value is coming, same value bring it, not a problem. But in the exceptional cases, you need to pass the column name, customer ID, correct? So that's all you need to do. Validate, yes, validated successfully. So now here what is what will happen for that particular column? If the data is correct, valid data, then same value will get it in the outer. In this, if the valid data is coming, o underscore customer ID also the same data will get it. If here is getting invalid data, then here the value will be the customer ID, cust ID, the column name will populate. In the same way, date of birth also. Okay, this is I need to check with a string and convert it. I don't want to do the conversions directly. I will specify wherever the to date is there, I will remove it. Okay, remove it. Same value I will bring it. So here I will hard code the column name. Date of birth, right? DOB, correct? So validate, done. Same way here also, this is string and delete. Yeah, hot code DOJ. Okay, done. Validate, done. The same way here also, 2 decimal, remove the 2 decimal. Done. And then the default value, and I need to hard code customer balance. Done. So validate it. You are getting right? So for this, if you want to write it the column name like this, I have to change the data type to, what is this, string. I need to I have to change it. There is no other option. Let's validate this. Yeah, expression passed successfully, correct? Done. And now there are couple of columns are there. Okay, we don't want to bother that, like customer name. This is, you are not at all doing any validations, so you can remove this customer name. In the same way, any other stuff you can, date of birth, customer address, this is also in the same manner. Okay, you can delete it because the mistake or invalid data may occur only in these columns. So those columns keeping here is more than enough. So now done. Okay, after that, first you need to connect this data, bring the connection it. Okay, this is the sequence number and this is the customer ID. So this is output only, here only we are creating in the expression, so no need of it. And customer name is not needed. Date of birth directly create it. And date of joining, where is the date of joining? Here is the date of joining. Okay, customer balance, here is the customer balance. Done. And now you have couple of columns. So let me copy paste till this extent in the Excel sheet. Okay, copy the columns. I'm copying it. Okay, paste special transpose. Okay, I'm just doing this. So now the sequence ID, okay, is common for all, and customer ID will get the whatever the source value, and the O customer, this one, if the data is correct, the same data will get it, or else the column name will get it. So, and here also is the same way, this is a source data, and here we are hard coding, or else the same value will getting. Here also same thing. So if you want to get the like how transpose, like we need to use normalizer. So normalizer, what we need to use it, we need to get the data as sequential number and column name and column value, like this we need to get it. So when we will get this data like this is, we need to configure, first we need to create these columns in the normalizer. After creating these columns, we need to give the combination, like occurrence, how many times it is occurring. So if you can see column names, this is the one, let me highlight it, and this is the one, and this is the one, and this is the one. So 4 occurrence, you need to connect the 4 occurrence. So how it will looks like is sequence number, column name 1, column name, same thing, let me copy paste 4 times, and then column value, column value. So let me give 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 occurrence, okay, as you said 4 occurrence, it will give 4 times 4 times, and then now this single columns will be displayed as a output. These are the output ports. These are the output ports. Let me let me remove the color port for this. Okay, done. So till these sections are the inputs. So now how the data will get it is in the error log, okay, output, sequence number, first column name, first column value, sequence number, second column name, second value, sequence number, third column name, third value, sequence number, fourth column name, fourth value, like that it will get it 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So let me change this one also. You got it right? So the column name should be, you need to connect these things, column names, and customer ID should be, you need to connect like this. So let me connect connection, I will put it here in nearby, so that it will be easy. This is the first column name, and this is the second column name, and this is the third column name, and this is the fourth column name. If you connect like this, then only you will get the data in the proper manner. And this is a value, and this is the value, and this is the value, and this is the value. And now if you can see here how it is coming, this is the sequence number is same sequence number, customer ID, and that particular value, sequence number for this value, this one, and particular value, and sequence number, O underscore date of joining, sequence number, O underscore customer B, and customer balance. So like this the data will come. If you can see here, so first one is, there is the data 1, and where is the problem is there, data DOB, and customer ID also you are checking it. That is the reason this value should come up first value, that one. So 101 and 101, both the places, because these both are valid data. So here the value only you will get it, and the second value, if you can see here, this is the invalid data. When the invalid data comes, DOB will come as a column name. So DOB 13.3, and next one is DOG and the particular value. Okay, this is the particular value, and same value, same sequence number, customer balance, this is the valid. So when is the valid, 2145 2145. Thus meaning is, if you can see the data, whenever there is a valid data is there, valid column value, both places is same. Correct? So let me take one more example. 3. In this 3, first one is customer ID. You are checking it. So 103, 103. Okay. And the value for the O underscore is also will get the same thing. 103 only. So 103, 103. And the second, which one? This is also same. Correct. Okay. 2, 6, 19, 19. This is 2, 6. So it's a valid data. And for this also same will get it. And this is also same will get it. But the problem is, where is the problem? This is the problem. So 8145. Again the record will get it 3. And the as data is invalid data, customer balance, the value will be for this. What is the value? Will get it customer balance. The column name will populate and the value will be 824 ABC. So like this it will get it. Correct? So after this normalizer, wherever this column name equal to DOG, DOB or DOJ or customer balance, if you filter it, remaining all this valid data will be eliminated, right? That's what my intention. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Done it. Go and create the normalizer. In the normalizer, you can't drag it. So dragging won't work. So you have to create the columns. First column is sequence number. Second column is column name. Third column is column value. And column name is integer string, and column value also string, because invalid data will get it. So done. And what is the occurrence for this? 4. As I said you, 4. Done. Okay. So now you got the all the columns. Sequence number, and then names. As I said you, here is the name, here is the name, here is the name, here is the name, and the values, here is the value, here is the value, here is the value, here is the value. So these are the inputs and this is the output. So connect the output, sequence number, column name, and one more thing here, one more you forget. So you need to use filter condition. So what is the filter condition? This is a filter condition. Okay, minimize this, bring these 3 columns. Okay, and then connect it directly, and then we'll give the condition. Done, connection done. Then give the condition, filter condition. What is the condition over here? Column name equal to, what is the first column name? Customer ID. Or again column name equal to date of birth, or column name equal to date of joining, or column name equal to customer balance. That's all. Only those things, those records only filter it. You done the validation, it's auto validate. So if it is valid, then only it will take, or else it will give you error message. So that, okay. That's all done. So now if you can see that it is a valid mapping, orange all. So let me arrange iconic. You can see what I done here. So this flow is valid data flow, and here what I am doing is I'm doing the normalizer, and before itself I'm declaring some columns. Okay, and then I'm doing the filter and loading it. Very simple logic. Okay, same thing, create the workflow. What is the name? Data validation. This is the data validation. Okay, yes, save. Okay, give the connections, and this is the sources flat file. Where it is located, it's there in the desktop, right? So go and give the desktop path. Okay, how to give the desktop path? Right click on the file, properties, and copy the location, and the target is same thing. Mine is info, I created it, so only insert. If you want, you can make it up. Okay, and error log, only insert. So both are info. That's all right. Okay, save. Open the monitor. Let's start the load, and before that let me delete the data. Commit, error log is okay. Commit the data. Yeah, I done the commit. So now let's start load. So double click on this, we'll get the statistics. Okay, yeah, one record is a valid record, and four four values are having, four column values are having. Okay, data is invalid data. Okay, let's see the same thing. Refresh the data, check everything is correct or not. Date of birth, yeah, both is invalid, correct. Customer balance, yes, correct. Customer ID 10R, yes, this is perfect. And then if you go to here, see the data, yeah, 2102 Funny Pune, yes, everything is perfect. So this is how we need to execute the to load the error log table. Okay, invalid data we can load into the error log table. So please reply me if you have any questions, or if you came across any real-time scenario, please mail to this mail id, so that I will develop a video and I will post it for you, and I will send it the link, okay, to your mail ids. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a great day then. Bye bye.